Okay, today I'm going to be going over some deck building. So when you start your game up, you're going to want to go here and go to Deck Manager. Here all of your packs that you've bought will be displayed. Well, not the actual packs, but the decks will be displayed here. Here's a bunch of theme decks. And if you go down, the ones that say like new deck or whatever, you can name them whatever you want, but they'll be displayed there. So we're gonna start a brand new one. This will tell you what kind of deck you want to play. You can use the deck wizard. Actually, I've never used it before. I don't need that. I rather put my own cards in there. But standard, that's gonna be what you want for like competitive play, is standard and expanded usually. Expanded is gonna take in more cards from older generations. Standard is regulated at the beginning of the season, and then if a new expansion comes out during that season, you have to wait 2 weeks before it becomes standard. So we're gonna go with expanded. I prefer expanded. So I want to build a dark theme deck. So we're gonna mix it with, we'll see what we mix it with, but first you're gonna go to filters. We're gonna press dark. See how it's expanded is clicked? That means all of the cards that you own that are not expanded will not be displayed. Very important that you do that, because sometimes I do make decks and I forget, and then I have to figure out which card is the one messing it up. But we're gonna go with that first. So apply. So all of my dark cards that are within expanded are here. So we're gonna go through Zorua. They're in alphabetical order. Zorua is back here. So this one in particular, that says Moonless Madness, I use that quite often. It's very annoying but effective. So I only have one Zoroark, so that completes that evolution, but I have a break Zoroark, and it's a little bit stronger. It has an ability called Foul Play. That means I can use my opponent's attack. It's been pretty helpful so far. Then I have Yveltal. That usually helps me get some energy where I need it. I really don't want more than 2, because if I have 3 Zorua, it's not really gonna help me too much. If I had another Zoroark, yeah, I'd put in 3. 3-2-1 is a good combination, but if you only have 1, 2-1-1 is fine. There's a chance you can prize card it, but that's a chance we take. I have an Umbreon here. That's an EX. It's really not helpful. I by accident, I really should have went for the Darkrai. So if you're trading cards, I traded for that one. Do not get that one, because I don't run into too many Mega EX Pokemon. So I wish I had the evolutions for Sneasel, but I don't. Shiftry's pretty good. I'll probably go with that one. And Malamar causes problems too, so I like that. But Absol works a little bit like my Zoroark, because it has that Mind Jack ability. So we'll go with that. So yeah, let's just go for let's go for Shiftry. make it maybe dark grass. So I have shift tree, and then before that is Nuzleaf. So we'll go ahead and put it in there. So now we're gonna switch to grass. So I need to complete my shift tree line. So I need a seed dot. Let's look for that. There's another Nuzleaf. What does this one do? Harden. That's okay. Yeah, it's better than the other one. So we'll put that in there. Here's a seed dot. So I have 3 of them. Call for family is the best bet. Okay, so I have 12 Pokemon. You really want 20. So we're gonna look for some basics. I do have a couple of EX Pokemon here. I think I want to go for the Trevenant. You don't want too many evolution lines in your deck. You really want to focus on 1 or 2, or else you'll have just like all kinds of different Pokemon everywhere. What's good about EX Pokemon is that they're basic. But there are some Pokemon that are just normal, either normal type or have 1 or 2 evolution lines that work fine. Like a lot of people use this Gyarados because it has poisonous nest, so it you can poison from your bench, but it only works if they're not grass type. I could go for that, but I really don't want to. You also have some like crazy stuff with the Beedrill. I'll make a deck of that maybe sometime in the future. It's interesting. I got beat by a Beedrill deck before. That Chestnut, when I'm doing a full grass, I definitely go for the Chestnut. It's very strong. Alright, so what do I want here? Maybe Genesect is okay. It's not too strong. But I don't want to run plasma cards in my deck. I mean, I guess I have some already, right? To go with Kricketot, I do like it. So you can call a bunch of your grass types out. So that'll help with that. Now let's go ahead and do 3, it won't hurt. So now energy. Now I need to focus on trying to get energy, and a good card for that is Illuminous. It's actually back here. Where is it? Right here. This one, Luminous. What it can do, it has that helping hand, so you can go ahead and look for energy. And you have that twirling sign that causes confusion. Very annoying. So, usually you do want to put annoying cards to mess with your opponent. And I'll go ahead and throw in the evolution of that. So 20. We got 20 here. So this is what we're going to be working with. Okay, since we do have some grass, we're going to go ahead and look for a stadium. And this one, Forest of Giant Plants. So what this does, when you have grass Pokemon in your hand, you can just evolve them right away. I'll get 2 of those. I think that's it. That's the only stadium I really want. So we'll go for item cards. A really good rule to follow. Put like at least 2 2 or 3 Ultra Balls. They're really good for like combo plays, stuff like that. So you can get out what you need. I got plenty. Which one do I like? Yeah, I like this one. This one's fine. Put 2 of these. So then you want to deal with energy. So a good basic for energy is Professor's Letter. I usually run 2 to 3, depending on if I run into energy problems. Potions, I mean, honestly, potions are useless to me. There's way better cards you can use for that. People like using town maps, and it lets you see your prize cards. I don't go for that. If you know your deck well enough, you should know what's in your prize cards, and you should be able to calculate what you need. Okay, so this one, Max Elixir, it's pretty good. It lets you put energy to your bench. And then, since we have, you know what, let's try out the new timer ball that we got in that deck, because we do have quite a bit of evolution lines in here that might help us out. Let's switch timer ball. Okay, for our plasma Pokemon, if we really wanted to focus on that plasma ball, that's what you want. But we're more with the I think one's fine. I don't like the timer ball too much because it's a flip kind of thing. Okay, what do you use a lot to? I use, since we're trying to energy, I think we can go ahead and move to supporter cards now. Oh, I wanted to talk about the fighting belt. Okay, you have cards like this. It's Heart Charm, and it reduces damage by 20, right? And you also have another one called Muscle Band that raises attack by 20. But this one right here, this Fighting Fury belt, you have to read the text very carefully. It says the basic Pokemon, right? If you evolve that Pokemon, or it's other than basic, like if it's a stage 2 or stage 1, the Fighting Fury belt, it won't work. So it'll just be, you just wasted the tool. I've encountered quite a few players that misuse this one. It's really good when you use it right. It's really good on EX Pokemon because it gives you 10 damage plus 40 HP. It's like basically mega evolving it. Very handy. I'll throw one in there. That'll be for our Trevenant and all that. Evil Soda, I might throw one in there if I'm not finding the timer ball and the other thing I need. Okay, energy retrieval. Definitely want 2 of those in there, because very often you discard energy and it combos well with the Ultra Ball. Some people like that Crushing Hammer. Lately I haven't been doing too well with it. Like coin flips, like I really suck with the coin flips. Okay, yeah, that should be enough. So let's move on to supporter. Okay, supporters, you can only play 1 per turn. So but they're really like powerful. Like for example, we're gonna put in this one Bridget, because you can get 3 basic on your bench or 1 EX. So that's basically like a free. There's a lot of free. It could either be a lot of free Pokemon or a free EX. And then Cylon here will help get us energy that we need. Okay, this one, since we're running 2 stadium cards, this one's going to be useful to us. It's called Delinquent. Going to discard any stadium card in play, and then your opponent has to discard 3 cards. I've had people rage quit for me using that card. Very handy. Okay, that's basic. Draw 3 cards. It's okay. Okay, this one, Lily. This one actually did get me out of a pinch. You draw 6 cards or 8 cards on your first turn if you use it on your first turn. I'll throw in there. I think we're gonna look for. A lot of people like to play N. Pokemon Fan Club is okay, but Bridget is really filling in that role, so we don't really need Pokemon Fan Club. Pokemon Center, you pretty much want to run at least 1 or 2 in there. And actually we need to go back and get the VS Seeker. It's a pretty good card. Okay, Skyla, you really want. Almost all of my decks have this card. It makes you look for a trainer card and put it in your hand, so if you're looking for an Ultra Ball or whatever, you can get it. Then Steven, really powerful. What you do is you automatically get at least 1 energy if it's in your deck, and you get to look for a supporter card. So you can just look for Skyla. It'll take maybe like 2-3 turns, but if you're doing well, it's really, really handy. Okay, Wally. The only reason I'm running Wally is just in case we don't get what we need, but we do need a VS Seeker. So we'll go back to item. Go all the way at the end. And what VS Seeker does, it allows you to get a card, a supporter card. A supporter card from your discard pile. Very cool. So that's basic enough. So since we have dark and grass, our dark types, look, here's a special dark energy. I'm not gonna mess with that right now, unless I start seeing people using a lot of EX or whatever. So our dark types don't really need that much energy, so 6 should be okay. This one, this double colorless energy, it works really well with the Zoro arc, so I'll put in 2. Yeah, just 2, and then I'll put a bunch of grass in there, or leaf, like leaf energy. So the max cards you can have is 60. So yeah, 60 cards. So this looks okay. So you press save. What? Hold up. Oh, I threw in 2 of those back. Okay, since I don't have that card. Okay, so it's not 2 foil ones. I have 1 other one. So there, like that. There we go. So you pick a coin. The more decks and stuff you get, the more coins you'll get. Since this is a dark type, we'll put the dark coin. And then yeah, Sableye works fine. That's the one I got. I used like the in-game coins to buy that one. And then the sleeves. Let's see if we got anything cool. This one looks okay. So there. Alright, so in the next video, we're going to go ahead and test out this deck. We're going to test it out against the computer to see if it runs how we want it to. And then if it works well, we'll go ahead and play some matches online.